Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are going to come from my main channel. Hi, welcome back. This will be one of the last videos I make showing my famous ceiling fan. Say hello and goodbye. This channel after this video will be mainly strictly for my ferrets unless something literally major goes down and I have to address it. So, I would like to say that I deleted all my previous videos for the sole reason that my mom found my channel and posted it on Facebook, and they are strictly against abortion, and they basically think that rape is okay, and they are all Trump supporters, and they did not like what I had to say. And basically, my whole family harassed me and bullied me, and I'm talking about 30-year-olds, grown people, harassed me, a 15-year-old girl who was in their family, to take them down. So, you might hear me take a couple deep breaths through this video to calm down because this actually stresses me out a lot. So I'm going to talk about a couple of important things in this video. So first, I'd like to talk about politics. I'm not going to go really in depth. I'm just going to say a couple things, small things. If your family does not vote, I would like you to try your hardest to convince them to vote for Biden. I know Biden is not a good person. He has rape allegations, and he has been inappropriate with children and has even been seen making out with his granddaughter. And it is utterly disgusting, and I am fully aware of that. But he is a lot better than Trump, who has 43 rape allegations, 13 being children, and who has publicly sexualized his daughter, saying that he would date her if she was not his daughter. He's also basically said that he would take a woman's right to abortion away if he gets another 4 years in office. He is also openly racist and homophobic. Biden is neither of those things, and truly I wish that we could have Bernie, but he is not, he was not voted for the Democratic Party. If you don't know who Bernie is, he was also running for president in 2016. He did not win, obviously, because Trump is in office. And Bernie has been fighting for equal rights for everybody since he was a child. He literally fought alongside Martin Luther King Jr. He marched in Black Lives Matter protests since he was a teen, and I feel like we let him down, not letting him get his chance as president, as he's done everything he could for equality. And I would just really appreciate if you tried your best to convince them to vote blue. If you have Trump supporting parents, it'll be really hard, but if you could just try your hardest to convince them. If you're a young female, just use yourself as an example to your parents about all that's going on, because they probably still won't change their mind, but it is all that we can do. Some people are even convincing them to change their mind, but I know that it's really hard because Trump supporters are really stubborn and think that Trump is literally like a god. So yeah, another thing. I don't like to speak about I don't like to speak about religions because personally I am not religious. I am an atheist, which means I do not believe in a god. And the reason is because I was forced into Christianity at a young age, and it really just turned me off of religion. Like, I just can't get myself to believe. But if you're a Christian, here is something I would like to say to you. Well, if you're a homophobic Christian, or a racist Christian, but mainly homophobic for this, that whole line you guys are talking about that says that you guys like tell people, well, I can't support LGBTQ because it's against my religion. It says it in the Bible. That line that they're talking about says something along the lines of, a boy shall not lie. No, man shall not lie with a man shall not lie with a boy. Okay, like that's along the lines of it. That means there should not be pedophilia. Not that there shouldn't be gay people. That is pedophilia. If it was gay people, he would say a man with a man, or boy with a boy. He is saying a man with a boy. Also, racist Christians. Just a little reminder, Jesus was not white. He was Middle Eastern. He was black. Okay? So being racist towards your own God, I don't really think you would appreciate that. Yeah. So that's my things on religion. Also, stop disrespecting other religions just because they don't believe what you believe. Sorry, I said leave, didn't I? I can't remember. Leave other religions alone. They believe in a God just like you do. They just believe different things. End of story. Point. Like and sorry, I stuttered just a little bit. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that I don't know if anybody else can quite relate to this, but a lot of people like to tell kids that they do not have an opinion because they are kids. I get told this a lot when I bring up politics, but my mother was very abusive. If you have seen older videos of mine on my main channel, extremely abusive along with her boyfriend, and I was always told I had no opinion because I was a kid. If you're told the same thing, yes, you do have an opinion. Do not listen to them. You are your own person with your own beliefs. But that only goes to a certain extent. Being a person with your own beliefs and opinions goes pretty far until we get to the basic human rights. You cannot have your own opinions on the LGBTQ or Black Lives Matter or women's rights. Those are all things that you should be fighting for too, because they are all things that we should already have. The LGBT should have rights. Black lives should not be in fear that they're going to be discriminated every day just because of the color of their skin, and women should not have to fear men just because they're literally women. So don't be homophobic, racist, or sexist, people. That's disgusting, and I don't like you. Let's talk about... Next, I want to talk about the fact that rape is being legalized, which I already talked about this, but the videos got deleted. So, if you didn't... sorry, I had to pause it because somebody called me. So if you did not know, rape is basically being legalized in a lot of states right now. And men are the ones legalizing it, of course. And they're basically saying that rape is the will of God. It is not. That is absolutely disgusting. And little girls should not fear being raped because of old, creepy men. I hate the fact that I even have to address this to my younger viewers. Be careful and be safe. Please, if you feel like you're being followed or watched by somebody, tell somebody immediately. It is better to be safe than sorry. Even if that person is not technically following you, or you're scared that you're going to tell on them and they're going to be fine, tell somebody. It doesn't matter. Tell somebody. I literally don't care. I'd rather have you be safe. Now this has happened to me and my friend in grocery stores, and, it was by two teenage boys who looked to be about mine and my friend's age, or 15. We were walking around Walmart at 10 o'clock at night. We were just goofing around in the toy section, looking at stuff, playing with stuff, being stupid, laughing, just like teenagers do. And a pair of two teenage boys were following us around and harassing us, calling us names, catcalling us, and threatening us about when we leave the store they're going to follow us home. And of course we didn't really believe them because they're two teenage boys. I mean, what are they really capable of? But you never know. And I am ashamed that I ever thought, well, you never know what they're capable of, because thinking that way, thinking the way of, well, they can't be capable of much because they don't look like they're capable of much, is what will get you in trouble. We told a employee and they got kicked out immediately. And that is exactly how it should have been. End of story. Your safety comes first. Okay? I don't care what anybody else says, your safety comes first. Now, another thing about rape being legalized, there's also another thing being legalized: pedophilia. That is basically being legalized right now. Basically saying that 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds can give consent to have sex. Now, not just with people their age, which is still horrible, you should not be having sex at that age, but with people older than 20. They're saying that this is fine because they gave consent. A child cannot give consent, just like how a sleeping person cannot give consent. It is disgusting. Now, the reason I say that children cannot give consent is clear. It should be clear to everybody. There's another reason why children can't give consent. There's a thing called child grooming. If you don't know what child grooming is, I'll give you the basic rundown of it. It is where a person over the age of 18 grooms a minor into, they basically try and take care of this person. They make them feel safe and at home. And when that person turns 18, they have sex with the child, and they abandon the child. That is what child grooming is. They make you feel safe and comfortable with them until you're older. They practically rape you and leave you. And it'll leave you literally scarred, because those are people that basically raised you because you were so fixated on them and they were like your parents. It is utterly disgusting. Try and stay away from as many older people as you can, even if it's family. If they give you the creeps, you tell your parents immediately. If they do not listen to you, I hate to say it, call Children's Services. Because if they don't listen to you, I honestly don't think that they should have parental rights. And if you love your parents and you don't want to get taken away, but you know that they're doing something wrong, I am sorry, but you need to get Children's Services involved. Now, they will not necessarily take you away. They will basically put you and your family sometimes in family therapy. They will basically come and check on you as much as they can. See if your parents are treating you right, you're healthy, in a good place. But sometimes they really are not that great. I had Children's Services come in multiple times. Like I said, I was being abused and they did not really help. But a lot do help. So just try. And if all goes south and you basically want to run away, let me tell you something. Okay? I don't want to support the thought of running away because I do not want young children to get lost, kidnapped, or murdered. But if you are around the age of 15, 16-year-olds, and you have younger siblings who are being abused all along with you, take a book bag. Put clothes. Don't fill it up with clothes. Put 2 outfits. I know that it's only 2 outfits, but if it's in a really bad situation, you can wear the same outfit for longer than a day or two. It'll be fine. You'll be fine if you wear an outfit for a day or two in this situation. Pack 2 outfits. Grab a couple pairs of socks, underwear, just anything like that. A portable charger. A flashlight, a really bright one, and keep it on the little ring hole of a backpack, so that if somebody tries to kidnap you, you can grab it and literally blind them with the flashlight. So you want to find the brightest flashlight you can. Grab, I know that it might be hard for you to sneak food, but try and grab things like, filling foods, bread and cheese, I know it might be gross, but try and, like, if you have a loaf of bread, shove it in your book bag. You'll be grateful that you grabbed it when you're hungry and you can't find anything else to eat. Grab as many water bottles as you can and shove it in there. Zip that book bag up, put it on your back, put your shoes on, and run with your phone. Take your phone with you, turn off all locations so that they can't track you, and go to the nearest fire station. You do not want to go to the police because they will just return you and believe the parents over you. Find a fire station. They will help you a lot more, okay? If you are younger in the situation, call a fire station that's near you. Call firemen. Call immediately. Don't wait any longer after seeing this video. If they are denying you food, now I don't mean like if you've already eaten a bunch and they're like, you can't have a cookie. I'm talking like if they don't let you eat for days on end, if they lock you in rooms, they don't let you take showers, they don't let you have, basically basic human necessities. If they are beating you or mentally abusing you by telling you that you're like disgusting or ugly, or like they're just constantly tearing you down for no reason, that is abuse. Okay? Seek help. Next, I want to talk about LGBTQ community. You guys are all valid. Like I said, Christians, stop using that one line of pedophilia to justify your homophobic tendencies. You're literally just homophobic. That's it. End of story. Yeah, I am bisexual personally, and everybody I know is extremely homophobic. Most people I know, my boyfriend and my friend Samantha, are very supportive. But my dad has yelled at me to choose one, meaning gender, that I can't like boys and girls, and I should just choose a gender. And it's really funny to me because it's like, if I could just choose one, I would. Yeah. Don't worry if you are part of the LGBTQ community. It's not a choice. It's you. It's how you are. You are unique and you are special, and nobody can tell you that, it's a choice. Just choose to be straight, because straight is normal. Straight's not normal at all. You are valid, okay? And I love you. Okay, cool. So that's out of the way. Black Lives Matter. I'm not even going to go into this. Black Lives Matter, period. End of story. All lives matter. No, they don't. Black Lives Matter. Now, when I say all lives don't matter, when I just said, I mean the definition that Trump supporters are using. They're saying all lives matter and saying that Black Lives Matter is racist. Black Lives Matter is not racist. Black lives have been through a lot more oppression than white lives have. And who are the oppressors? White people were the oppressors to black people. So, when they say all lives matter, they're shutting down Black Lives Matter for the sole purpose that they want to feel special. So, no. Stop saying all lives matter. Now, when I have said all lives matter, but when I said it at the time, I did not realize that people were using it to shut down Black Lives Matter. I said all lives matter in the fact that I believed all lives matter and was so confused on this debate because I was younger. I was like 13. I was so confused. When I think of all lives matter, I think that literally all lives matter and there should not be any oppression because everybody is super important to society and nobody should be treated the way that they're treated. Well, if it's wrong, like, if you're being treated good, then yeah. But if you're, like, nobody should be treated or discriminated based off the color of their skin or their gender or their, sexuality. You're all valid. All of you. Don't let anybody tell you different just because they're not comfortable in their own body. Last thing I want to talk about before my sister blows up my phone with text messages because I won't call her back. fat phobia. And yeah, fat phobia. I am a little chubby, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I have some fat on me. So what about it? Fat is beautiful. And when people call you fat, why is that an insult? It's a body type. I'm proudly fat. I'll walk around, you know what? Whatever. Why are you so offended that I'm overweight? I am perfectly comfortable in my body. And you know how hard it is for me to say that? Because my stepfather basically abused me into believing that I was ugly and disgusting for my entire life. I was not even able to look at myself in the mirror without crying and calling myself disgusting. I never talk about this on my channel because you guys think that I'm some happy person that has never been through anything or that I'm perfect, and I'm not. Everybody has imperfections. And as a child, I should not have been seeing myself that way. I should not have been disgusted when I see myself in the mirror. I am a child. I am 15. I am allowed to look at myself and say I'm beautiful, no matter what, social beauty standards, say about it. Being skin and bones is not strictly beautiful. And when I say that, I don't mean people that have gone through anorexia aren't beautiful. Because a lot of people like to hold me at that before even listening to what I need to say. It's like they want you to not eat. They want you to be skinny, and they basically form eating disorders. And it's hard for people to talk about eating disorders because people don't believe them. I have an eating disorder, and basically the way that it works is I will not eat for days at a time, and then I'll randomly just eat literally everything in sight for the next couple days, and then I won't eat. And it is a serious eating disorder, but people don't take it seriously because they think that you're seeking for attention. Please eat something, even if it's just an apple, or just please eat. Drink water, drink lots of water, take care of yourself, shower, do your schoolwork, breathe, just breathe. Step away from your phone, step away from those stupid beauty standards that people put on you at such a young age. Step away from that and relax. Read a book. Go into your own little fantasy land. Listen to some music and just think about, just think about all the good things going on in your life right now. Think about how happy you should be about something, or how this made you feel, and reflect on why it made you feel that way. Just breathe, focus, relax, take a bath, cool off. If you have a pet, give it a hug, relax with it. If you have a sibling that you are fighting with, go apologize, because they will not be there forever and you never know what can happen. And apologizing is a lot easier than regretting if something were to happen. So give that sibling or family member or friend a call or a hug and just breathe. You are loved. I love you. I love you. And I have a very big audience, like children audience, and that's why I like speaking about this kind of stuff, to spread awareness. I love you guys, okay? Please. You guys mean the world to me. Please be careful. Okay. I think that concludes it. I think that's it. I think that, I'm done. I know I've already shown my face, but I just feel comfortable still showing my fan. So, I love you guys, and, bye.